right? When the UFC started back in 1993, yeah, I'm that old. I was a teenager back then, and we were really impressed how Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was art, such a beautiful art that was developed in 1924 or 25, I think, was established back then.
Brazilian Jiu Jitsu.
Yeah, and this was the gentle art, an art that you could be the smallest guy, the weaker guy, and you still would win a fight, right? And when they had Hoist Gracie, he was like 170 pounds. I think he was the lightest competitor in the UFC. And people said, well, he's going to get demolished. And he was beating everybody else. Why? Because the rules of the octagon, no time limits. I think the time limits was like 30 minutes back then. No rules, no nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, you could eye gouge, or, but basically everything else. We have this saying in Portuguese, tiro de meta. It's like when the goalkeeper kicks the ball from his field all the way to the next field. And they allowed those soccer kicks, right? So then, but like you said, they were 30 minutes on the ground and was no action. And they started changing these rules. So the rules were changed, and now the weaker guy, he had no advantage because some guy who was like 220 pounds could just overpower him, and could just easily win the fight. So that jiu-jitsu was like waiting for the guy to get tired, and then you move in for that submission, right? And then the sport was totally different. Like you said, 10 minutes. It's like someone from the street will come out. Who won? Like, well, first of all, what's going on? I don't know, right? And I think, like you said, it changed over the years. A lot of those things changed. When I started, the traditionally passing the guard, it was so weird and it worked. But nowadays, if you try to do that, you get like that sweep, like right away, like you're on your back and the guy's mounted. So it changed a lot, and it seems to me that fighters or practitioners, they have to be on top of their game, always watching what other guys are doing because it's very competitive. Like my father used to say, the ball is round for everyone, not just you. So everybody is like on the top of their game trying to beat you and beat me and him, and everybody else. It's pretty much for everything in life: music, the arts, films, your career. Even the guy down the street who's a realtor is competing with someone else. So you always have to be on the top of your game and be really in a mindset. How is that evolution going to affect you? And how you can take that, make your advantage against other players. Because, it's all in your mind. You'd be sitting there when Elio Gracie developed, or Carlson Gracie, they were like, all right, we're small guys. We're 5'6" and 135 pounds. Can we make an art that we would be in the advantage instead of, being in disadvantage, right? And it happened. But yeah, that's my thoughts. What do you think?